What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of CHRIS Akin Presents. I am Chris Akin, and I will be presenting today. And today, first of all, Happy New Year to everyone. I guess I don't have to say in certain places. I guess it's the New Year for everybody at this point. So Happy New Year. Hopefully 2026 will be better than the disaster of 2025. But saying that, I do think 2025 was actually a pretty great year for metal. And I know a lot of you are probably scratching your head. You could think of one or two things that you liked. And I get that. And I certainly know who the audience is on this this video and, Classic Metal Show, CHRIS Akin Presents, etc. I'm going to tell you up front, I'm about to give you my top 10 of the year. My top 10. This is based on plays. It's not based on liking it necessarily. I looked up my music on YouTube Music. I looked at what I played the most. There's 10. These are the 10 I played the most. So take that for what it was. There's a ton of great music out there. As I always say, you just got to go out there and find it. It is certainly there to be found if you want it. Now, back to what I was saying before about the audience that pays attention to Classic Metal Show and CHRIS Akin Presents. I'm going to tell you up front, most of this list, probably not for most of you. I'll just tell you that straight up. I don't think there's one band that's close, but there's really no hair bands in this list. As I have said many, many times on the various shows, and as most of you are aware, I like much heavier music. I don't really listen to hair metal unless I'm working on it anymore. And it's not to say I don't like hair metal anymore. It's just I've heard it all so many times. There's only so many times you can listen to Out of the Cellar or Under Lock and Key or, I don't know, Girls, 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 whatever. There's only so much of that you can do before you get bored with it. And I have officially gotten bored with it. So I have moved on to heavier stuff in my metal listening and yacht rock. So don't even look for any of it to make any sense. But this here is a heavy list. I will say my top 10 this year, very heavy. Nothing super soft in this at all. Like I said, one release that maybe some of you diehard CMSers will like, but for the most part, I'm thinking this is going to be for mostly more hardcore guys. But then again, I could be wrong. We will see. So let's get into it. I've got them numbered 10 to 1. So we will start at number 10. And at number 10 for me this year was Hymns in Dissonance by the band Whitechapel. Love this super smoking heavy deathcore release. Came out in March, just kicked ass. One of the best features about the whole record was that it was produced internally by the band. They didn't reach out to an outside person. They reached inward to Zach Householder, who's in the band, who knows what they want, and produced exactly what they want. This is a killer record. If you like death metal, if you like deathcore, this is definitely one of the best records to come out this entire year. So why don't we take a little listen to a piece of it here? So check it out. This is Whitechapel, not White Castle. Jesus. This is Whitechapel with Hymns of Dissonance. This is the official video. So let's check it out, shall we? Put it on the screen here. You get the picture there. That's Whitechapel. It's heavy as hell. I love it, though. Such a great record. Hymns of Dissonance. Great stuff from the band Whitechapel at number 10 here on my list of top 10 of 2025. Hopefully you guys, some of you like that, I'm sure. I'm sure most of you did not. But that's okay. You don't have to love it. It's fine. All right, let's move forward, shall we? Moving on to number 9. Let's get rid of that one. Number 9, this is one more of you may get into. Again, not for everybody. It is for me. They are a big band, and they are super popular, and no surprise that they're super popular because they always seem to kick ass. Of course, I'm talking about Killswitch Engage. Killswitch Engage came back with This Consequence this year. It is an absolute ass kicker, start to finish, just a great record. You definitely, if you haven't checked it out, you definitely want to. Was released way back in February. People have probably already long forgotten this one. Great stuff. Again, produced by Adam D. From the band. So you know it's got the vibe that they're looking for. Sounds great. It's a weird thing because I know a lot of people keep waiting for Jesse Leach to fail on lead vocals. I know he's the original guy, and then he was replaced for a while. Now he's back. But ever since he's come back, people have been waiting for this guy to fail. And I would argue that Jesse has been stronger than he was in the first run with the band. It's just been excellent. The music that they've been creating is excellent. This record is so excellent. It's a short record, 10 songs, only 35 minutes roughly. It's fairly short as they go. They've been known to do some longer releases. But I love this. It's fantastic. It is Killswitch Engage. So let's check out a little Killswitch, shall we? Just to give you a taste. This is Abandon Us. It is Killswitch Engage. Check it out. And there you have it, a little bit of Killswitch Engage from This Consequence. That one was called Abandon Us, and they're not abandoning us anytime soon. Killer stuff from Killswitch in 2025. And like I said, it's me, Chris Akin. We are going through my top 10 of 2025. Hopefully you guys had some cool albums and songs and whatnot that you dug in 2025. Make sure you leave me a comment in whatever platform you're listening to this to tell me if these picks are good or crap or whatever, what your picks were, what your number one was, your top 5, whatever you want to tell me. Just let me know. And obviously, if you think these picks all suck, say, bro, what about the Crazy Licks record? You could say that. I can promise you ain't going to hear it here. Doesn't mean it wasn't good. It was pretty good. But it just isn't where my head was at this year. I was in a much heavier metal music place in 2025. Maybe because the year was so shit. It just made me pissed off all the time. So that is Killswitch in at number 9.
Hey, you, why are you watching this with commercials? Go commercial-free and unlock exclusive content. Become a VIP today on Locals, Substack, or Rumble Premium. Stop waiting.
So let's move to number 8. We're going to go heavy, heavy, heavy yet again. One of my all-time favorite singers is the singer of this band. This is his side project, which is just a smidge below his main project as far as greatness. The band is Ex Deo. Ex Deo features Mauricio from the band Cataclysm, who, if you've listened to me at all, you know is my favorite death metal band of all time. I love me some Cataclysm. Shadows and Dust and those records are just so good. And even some of the more modern stuff has been really, really good too. So you definitely want to be looking for Cataclysm. But in 2025, they gave us this. Now, this is only an EP, so I'm kind of cheating here. I know the old rules of the CMS were no live records, no EPs. I don't have any live records in here, but I did sneak this one EP in just because I played this thing to death. It's just a fantastic release. Came out, again, seems like it came out another year ago because it did. Came out January 10th of 2025, long time ago. Absolutely crushing. You listen to it and it just, you're tired after listening to it. That's how good this thing is. So let's check out a little Ex Deo. We're going to play Vespasian from Ex Deo right here on CHRIS Akin Presents Top 10 Countdown of 2025. So let's check it out. Here it is.
Reach right to the end. Stability to force and power. In this dominion, I will bring justice. Bring forth the legions of the chosen. Send forth the shields of war. Destiny is mine. The sounds of madness, despair and agony, for the true voice of love and malice. Yes, destroy the opposition of fire.
Looking right, Vespasian, rise, rise. Good stuff there. Love that. It's Ex Deo. Here on my list, what number was that? That was number 8 on my list of goodies that I heard in 2025. Just crushing metal there, to say the absolute least. Good stuff. Ex Deo. Make sure you check them out. I'm sure that since we had that last year, we will see some Cataclysm this year. I cannot wait for that. Don't even know if that's a true statement or not, but Mauricio does not tend to go years at a time without putting out music. So I would imagine that we are going to see some Ex Deo or some Cataclysm or both. He only gave us 4 songs from Ex Deo. Maybe there's a full record on the way. I don't know. Hope so. We'll see. All right. So that's number 8. So moving forward, we're going to move forward to number 7 in my list. This is probably the only band that some of you, those of you that do not like the extremely heavy music, you might like this one. You might not. I doubt many of you even knew it existed, but it's a very cool release nonetheless. I thought it was great. It is the band Tokyo Blade. They put out an album this year called Time is the Fire. It's first thing that they've done since 2022, I believe. I could be wrong on that. I don't know a whole ton about Tokyo Blade, to be honest. To be honest, when this rolled across my desk, I just was like, let me give this a listen. And then I really, really liked it. And again, not knowing a ton about them, I mean, I'm aware of them. I've heard them in the past. I went back, I listened to some other stuff. It's certainly not my speed. This album is, for some reason. I don't know why. So again, it's Tokyo Blade with Time Is the Fire. It came out again in January. A lot of these things came out early in the year, but this was an absolute killer release. So why don't we play a little bit of Tokyo Blade? This is Feeding the Rat from Time Is the Fire. Check it out. So there you go. That's Feeding the Rat. It is Tokyo Blade from the album Time Is the Fire, which makes it to my top 10 of 2025. Did it make yours? Let me know. Leave a little comment and say, hey, yeah, can't believe you heard that one. Me too. Anyway, that is Tokyo Blade right there on the list. Okay, so let me get rid of that. And then we move forward. We're going to move right on to number, don't have the numbers in front of me. This is number, what, 10, 9, 8, 7, number 6. Number 6 on the list. Don't mind me, I'm halfway stupid. Number 6 on the list is the band Destruction. You may remember that I did interview Schmier from Destruction this year, talked all about this, told him right to his face that I thought this was one of the best albums of the year. And as the year progressed out, it proved out to be right. Killer record, killer album. This came out in March. It held strong from March till now. Fantastic stuff, produced by Schmier. Straight up, no nonsense, no fucking around this time. 50 minutes, all of it aggression. Love it. Fast as a Shark cover for those of you that like Accept. That closes it, which is pretty cool. Just a great release. Certainly heavy. If you like thrash, this is your thrashy record, to say the least. And Destruction, we're just bringing it with Birth of Malice. So let's play a little Destruction from Birth of Malice, and we will check it out. See if you guys like it. Check it out. Here we go. All right, there you go. A little more than I normally share, but I wanted to get at least to the vocal in there. Killer stuff from Destruction. Birth of Malice, number 6 on my little list of the top 10 of 2025.
This episode of the CMS Network is brought to you by our sponsor, Blackout Coffee. If you are a coffee lover, you will love when they are selling over at Blackout Coffee. Make sure you get yourself some. The only thing woke about this company is the drinker of the coffee, because it gives you quite a jolt. I am a personal fan of the Brutal Awakening Dark Roast, but everybody's a little bit different. Make sure you get what is your favorite today. Go to blackoutcoffee.com. Use the promo code CHRIA20 to save 20% on your first order. It's that simple. So one more time, blackoutcoffee.com. That is the link, or use the full link if you're going to shop around that is scrolling on the bottom, and get yourself some of the best coffee that is out there today. blackoutcoffee.com.
It's me, Chris Akin. It is Chris Akin Presents. Thank you so much for watching. While we're doing this, while we're playing this stuff, if you would do me one big solid and do the podcasty stuff, please. Like, follow, share, subscribe, comment, repost, whatever it would be. It is very much appreciated if you could do that for me as we move into the top 5 here. That would be awesome. Helps the channel grow. Lets me keep doing more of these things for you. Okay. So there we have it. That was Destruction, number 6. We are moving forward to number 5. Number 5, another one that I chatted with this year. Not that that matters any as far as if it makes it good or not. But I always like chatting with these guys because I'm a big fan anyway. Not going to lie on this one. I am definitely partial to this band. Really a big fan of what they do. They did not let me down in 2025. They released this March 14th of 2025. Of course, I am talking about John Kevill and Warbringer. Warbringer came screaming back. It's been 5 years since we had heard from Warbringer. They came back with Wrath and Ruin and basically picked up where Weapons of Tomorrow left off. It's just kind of as simple as that. It just, Warbringer is, I mean, they're thrash metal AC/DC, really. They do one thing. They do it very well. You do not get a Warbringer album and go, "Ooh, what is this? This is new metal," or "This is hair metal," or they don't do that. Warbringer, straightforward thrash, teeters into deathy stuff a little bit. Killer stuff, always killer. This album was, the music anyway, I know was written almost entirely by their drummer, Carlos Cruz, who absolutely brought it. The music on this thing is fan-fucking-tastic. Great stuff here on Wrath and Ruin. If you haven't checked it out, you should. It's really a great listen. So why don't we check out some of this great listen? This is Warbringer here. This is The Sword and the Cross. It's Warbringer from Wrath and Ruin. Check it out. That is some fierce stuff going on there. That is The Sword and the Cross from Warbringer. Wrath and Ruin is the album. Absolute ass kicker of a release this year. Check it out if you didn't in 2025. I said this year, last year. Check it out if you haven't checked it out yet. It is an ass kicking monster. So go get it, all right? All right, and that is number 5 for me, Chris Akin, here on the top 10 of Chris Akin Presents for 20 and 25. That's right. We are counting them down, leaving this shithole year. Then I say that because almost everybody I've talked to had a shitty year. Leave it behind, but take with it some of the positive stuff, which is the killer music that we got from so many great bands. There's a ton of it out there. And we're going to keep going. We're just going to keep naming the stuff. Here we are. We're up to number 4. This is a band I always love. This is, if they put out an album, it's weird because when they put out a dud, it is a real fucking dud. And they've done it twice in their career, or 3 times really, but for sure 2 major duds and then one that was a little less of a dud, but still kind of stinks and nobody likes it. Of course, I'm talking about Machine Head. Machine Head was back this year with Unatoned. They are on a roll. They, back a few years ago, they gave us that god-awful Catharsis, which was dog shit. Just an absolute terrible release. And quite honestly, a lot of journalists, a lot of fans, including one big fat one here with a red hat on, we thought they were done. Thought that Rob Flynn had finally lost his fucking mind. And because Catharsis was terrible. But much like they did after The Burning Red and after Supercharger, they came roaring back. Came roaring back then with Locust, and following that, The Blackening, which is kind of their Master of Puppets. They've done it this time as well. Catharsis, dog shit, riding the triple beam. Ugh. Last 2 records of Kingdom and Crown, and now Unatoned. Fantastic. Absolutely what you want from Machine Head when Machine Head is releasing music. Great stuff there from Machine Head. We are definitely going to check out some Machine Head. This was a killer record, and I played this thing 9 million times. So this is one of the tunes that I played 9 million times. This is Outsider. So check it out. It is Machine Head on the Chris Akin Presents Top 10 Countdown of 2025.
I'll keep standing on the outside. You made your bed and now the walls are closing in. You sold your soul and now you want mine. Tragic disaster and it's all so sick. You on the outside looking in.
Not gonna lie, I could just let that whole thing play. I love it. So good. Machine Head, Outsider, from the release Unatoned, which was at number 4 for me in the 2025 year for best metal albums. So there it is.
Your daily metal fix is on Rumble. Watch the Classic Metal Show episodes free or go commercial free with a premium subscription. Find your classic metal show now at rumble.com/c/CMS, rumble.com/c/CMS.
It is me, Chris Akin, hanging out with you here. And if you're watching this on the day it's released, on the 2nd of January. Happy New Year, everybody. Hopefully your hangover has worn off and you're of a mind that you can listen to this stuff without it making your head fucking hurt. And if not, even better, hair the dog. Start drinking, start meddling up, listen to some metal and get rocking. Might as well, right? All right, let's move forward. Let's get it over to number 3 on the list. We are moving right along here. Number 3 for me, this is one most of you, even if you are like CMS-y type people, you should love this pick. It's pretty simple. Band that we play all the time on the CMS, band that I love, absolutely always love. Again, another bias band. This album probably gets higher ranking from me than some other people. Too bad, I like it. You know, it's that simple. I like it, so I listen to it. And a lot of you listen to it too. Let's not fool anybody here. Of course, I'm talking about Helloween with their release from this year, Giants and Monsters. In a way, Giants and Monsters was almost like a sophomore record because the previous album was the first with the multi-singer thing going on, and you know, the self-titled, and that was really, really good. But let's be honest, did we know that this thing was going to carry through? You know, or did they capture lightning in a bottle with the Pumpkins United lineup, so to speak? And then were they going to fall back to, you know, kind of where they were before they got the full lineup back together, which was kind of good, but not great. They were not making just amazing albums. They were making good records. This is a pretty amazing release from them. One of their best. Certainly it's not Keeper of the Keys, Keeper of the Seven Keys 1 and 2, good. But it's in that world. It's in that Dark Ride, Chameleon, which I like. I know a lot of you don't like Chameleon, but I like it. You know, it's in that earlier state. It's about an hour long, kicks ass. Fantastic. If you like Helloween, there's no reason you wouldn't like this one. So let's do some Helloween, shall we? A little is a little too much. Check it out. It is Helloween here on Chris Akin Presents Top 10 Countdown of 2025. There you go. A little bit of Helloween here for you. Number 3 on my list for the year 2025 of heavy metal releases. Good stuff there. I don't really love that song specifically because that video is horrible. You know, sorry, I can't look past how bad that video is. That video looks like something that the Tubes would have done in 1984 or whatever. Just cheesy. But whatever, the album is kick-ass. Make sure you check it out. Giants and Monsters. It is Helloween. Top 3 for 2025 for me, Chris Akin, here on Chris Akin Presents. And moving forward into the top 2. Now, would you like to guess my number 1 beforehand? Would you like? I know I have praised and praised and praised this next one that we're going to put up there, which would make you think it's my number 1. But it is not. It is my number 2 release of 2025, Testament, Parabellum. This record just fucking murders. No doubt about it. Testament, as time goes on, Testament continues to climb. I think if you'd asked anybody in the mid-90s, they wouldn't have included Testament in the big 4 conversation. But as time has gone on and Megadeth has gone downhill and Metallica has gone downhill and Anthrax barely records any albums anymore and Slayer obviously quit, Testament has just continued to ass kick everybody. And they did it once again this year. Bunch of fucking 60-year-old guys still bringing it with the intensity that they had when they were 25 years old, trying to be one of those breakout bands out of San Francisco. Parabellum, awesome stuff. We are going to definitely check out a little bit of it right now. This is Infanticide AI. It's Testament from Parabellum right here on CHRIS Akin Presents. Just blistering there, man. Testament with Infanticide AI from Parabellum. Just a murderous album there in 2025. Number 2 for me on the countdown. Number 2.
Follow the chaos. The Classic Metal Show is live on X. Stream all the episodes for free, watch the show live every Saturday night, or just get there and find out what is going on with the Classic Metal Show. Get your metal feed, x.com/CMSRocks.
So therefore, that leaves one left. And I know most of you are like, what's left? And there's some notables that are still left that I could have chosen. I don't know. Soulfly jumps out with Kama or Chama or whatever that thing is. Except I didn't like it, which that never happens. I love Max Cavalera. I have loved everything Soulfly has done. Couldn't get into this new record. I don't know why. I listened to it a zillion and 5 times. It didn't move me. The reason it didn't move me, I think, is because I got handed this release first. And this one came out in October, just a few months back. It is the best Soulfly not produced by Soulfly. I love this band. I'm going to say this until I'm blue. If you like Soulfly, if you like Max Cavalera, and you are not familiar with this band, you're just missing the boat. It's that simple. These guys are, without question, as good as Soulfly, same style as Soulfly. The vocalist of this band sounds like Max Cavalera. I don't know how this band has not blown up simply for being the other Soulfly, more or less. The band at number 1 for me, 2025, is Ectomorph. Ectomorph put out this release, Heretic. It just murders. 10 tunes. It's not even 30 minutes. It is just in and out like a 2-pump chump on a supermodel. It is vicious, vicious, vicious. It absolutely crushes. Zoltan Farkas is an incredible performer. I don't know why he's not more known. The only thing I could think of is that the record companies and whatnot have just decided that there's already a Soulfly. And Max Cavalera puts out a lot of music, so they don't have to promote anybody else. It's the only thing I can think of, because this band, consistently great. Everything that they've done. Their acoustic record was great. This is a great band. I strongly encourage everybody to check out some Ectomorph, not just Heretic for the 2025, but go back and listen to all their stuff, because it's all simply fucking crushing. But we are going to check out a little bit of the Heretic album from Ectomorph. So let's check it out. Here we go. It is Ectomorph right here on Chris Akin Presents. You guys get the idea. That is some good shit right there. Holy smokes. Ectomorph with Heretic right here on Chris Akin Presents. Countdown for 2025, all the way at the top of the list. Ectomorph. Hopefully, if I've done nothing else today, I've turned 5 of you on to Ectomorph. You got to check them out. They're so good. So check it out. They are my number 1 of 2025. And again, I do want to know what your top releases were for the year. Leave them, whether it's 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 or 20 or 50. Leave them in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let's have a discussion about it, because I would love to see, I'd love to see some stuff that I don't agree with. That would be fun. You know, I can't wait to see how many people will put in the comments, Paralandra or the Dream Theater album or what, I want to see who's going to come at me with those, to see, where you guys are. And, and quite honestly, I don't hear everything. You guys, I hear it in the CMS every week. You guys request a lot of stuff that I don't know or I'm not super familiar with, and I'd like to hear more. So, if you've got stuff, just put it in the comments and let me know so that I can check it out. And who knows, if I do hear it, I might throw on a camera and say, hey, thanks to Bill in Wisconsin who turned me on to blah, 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 whatever. That would be cool too. So that is going to do it for this edition of Chris Akin Presents. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back on Monday. If you're watching this on Friday, I will be back on Monday with the brand new podcast, Limping Out of the Fire with Seth Williams. We're still working all that out. Still don't have a complete plan for it. We will have something for that. So we will start that on Monday. Wednesday will be the regular Seth Williams show. And then I know you guys have waited forever and a day, but that Saturday, the 10th, the Classic Metal Show comes back as well. So lots going on. Hopefully you guys will be here for it as well. And like I said, that's going to do it for this episode of Chris Akin Presents. I have been Chris Akin. I have been presenting. And you know what? Odds are good. I'll be doing both tomorrow. All right? See ya.